Boom. What's up, beautiful peeps? I'm making a thing really quick for the workout. So if you don't have your equipment just yet, give yourself a couple seconds to grab it. You're gonna need like a PVC or a broomstick. This is just a broomstick, broom handle. You're gonna need a light weight that you can hold in one hand. That's kind of what I'm making out of this. But there's also, you can just use like a water container. If you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you can use a lightweight, somewhere around like 10 pounds or less for that. 12 pounds is fine too. Or I have my water jug that's about 10 pounds that I'm going to use as well. Let me see if I can get this. Really, I'm just putting cans in this little bag. It's like a hip bag, over the shoulder bag. Perfect. That'll work. Beautiful. All right. Sweet. So we got two things today. Again, a 3-minute one and a 5-minute one. 5-minute one's going to be a little bit longer, a little bit more intense. The 3-minute one, we're going to use that more as a warm up today for these shoulders. It's going to be a lot of shoulder work today. So what we're going to do. Also, welcome to the Morning Midline with Cam. Let's see. So we're going to start off with the quick one. So these are pretty familiar movements. So the first one's pretty familiar. They're plank ups. You're going to do 30 seconds of plank ups. And then we're going to do 30 seconds of floor presses with that PVC that we had before. So the plank ups, just in case you haven't seen them before, what we're going to be doing is taking this to a plank position, making sure we're pressing all the way up through those shoulders, keeping the abs tight. Feet are going to be right behind the hips. You're going to take it down to one elbow and then back it up and then switch sides. So these don't necessarily need to be fast, really just focusing on keeping that midline tight and those shoulders pressed out. We're doing 30 seconds of those. Then what you're going to do immediately after that, you're flipping over, grabbing your PVC. Hands are going to be just outside of the shoulders. Feet can be flat on the floor, knees are bent. And you're just going to press up for 30 seconds. Just keeping some continuous motion here. We're not trying to bang these out super fast. Just warming up the shoulders. As soon as the triceps or the elbows hit the ground, right back up. Make sure we're trying to keep that lower back with the knees bent. We're keeping the lower back on the ground. Heels down. Tap. Right back up. Shoulders stay down. Immediately after that, right back into that plank or the plank ups. Doing that for 3 rounds. 30 seconds of plank ups, 30 seconds of floor presses. Getting started in 10 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. I forgot to turn the heat off. Round number 2. Make sure that transition is as fast as possible. last round. Three, two, one. Beautiful. All right. Okay. Before I talk about the next one, I'm going to turn the heat off so the heat's not blowing in my face. All right. Okay. Second one. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do, what do we got them called? They're going to be knees to elbows, and these are going to be from a tabletop position with your knees off the ground. And I'll show these in just a second. And then we are going to do a hold, and then we are going to do reach unders or bear crawl reach unders. So a lot of this is going to be really testing out this midline strength as well as these shoulders, which is part of that midline, and a lot of good stuff for your stability, especially as we get older and we're prone to falling in life. We don't want to just fall and all of a sudden just lose a shoulder. We want to be a little bit more stable. So this can kind of help protect you overall in your life, some longevity things. You have some old injuries. I want to just bring a lot of strength into this shoulder cage that we got going on here. So let's go to capacity. Okay, so it's 20 seconds to knee to elbows, 10 seconds of a hold in that bear crawl position, and then 20 seconds to reach under. This is when you'll need that light weight that you can hold in one hand. So if you need to grab that, go ahead and grab that while I explain a few things. So first and foremost is our starting position. And this is going to be where we live for the workout. And if we ever need to rest, we can always come back down to our knees. But we're going to start off in this tabletop position. In this tabletop position, we don't want to start arching that back, and we don't want to round that back. We want to try to find that neutral position. So usually doing a few cat-cows, exaggerating one way and then exaggerating the other way, we can find those end ranges, and then we just try to find that happy middle here, okay? From there, we're tucking the toes. Hands should be right underneath the shoulder. Knees should be right underneath the hips. A nice straight line there. And all we're doing is popping those knees straight up. And then this is going to be our home position. This is where we're going to live for about 5 minutes. If any time you need to take a break, and you'll see that I will need to take a break in this workout, just take your knees down. You can either take your hands up, shake out the shoulders, and then just try to get right back into work. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is knees to elbows. And these aren't going to be crossbody. These are going to be the same knee to the same elbow. So when we're in our knee up position, pressing up through these shoulders, we're going to take that knee, bring it up to the elbow, right back down, and then just switching. We're going to be doing this for that first 20 seconds. And try to move relatively quick, or keeping yourself moving through that whole thing for 20 seconds just here. Then it's a hold. So taking it back to that tabletop position with the knees up, we're just holding for 10 seconds. And then what we're going to do is our reach under. So with that reach under, you're going to need that bottle or whatever weight that you've made. And this is what I'll be using for the workout, but I'll show a couple different things. You're going to pop up, you're going to reach under, grab, take it to the other side, and then back. These aren't to be fast, but what I'm looking for, what you should be looking for in your living room or wherever you're doing this, is to make sure you're not really turning to your side. You just want to be able to reach under, keeping your back at the same angle best you can. And the way I do that is by staring at the ground more than at the object. So if I keep my eyes forward and kind of just look out through my peripheral, I can still grab that weight. Now, let's say that's heavy or you don't have a jug. What I made is, again, it's just this little pouch with a bunch of things. You can use a fanny pack, purse, whatever. It's just a bunch of cans in this. It's the same kind of idea. Popping the hips up, grab, over to the other side. Right? Again, resist the urge to turn your head every time. So again, we're doing 20 seconds, knee to elbow. Then we are doing 10-second hold, and then 30 seconds of the bear crawl reach unders. Getting started, just a second. We'll grab some water. Beautiful. Okay. Getting started in 10 seconds. 2, 1, go. And then reach under. One round down. Holy shoulders. Two rounds down. There we go. Again, take rest if you need to, but really try to stay on top of it if you can. Make the rest short. Just put in whatever work you can. Quads burning. 2 more rounds. All right. Last round here. right. So that is it. Rest today. We're going to try to sit back on the heels and just kind of lean back a little bit if you can. And then after a little while, as we kind of get some, I don't know if anybody else is, but my quads are starting to get real tight from this. So this is a good quad stretch. It's just leaning back. And over time, you're going to take your hands behind you, fingertips pointed back. And then this way we can kind of open up the shoulders and the chest a little bit. Yeah, you should work every one. Hopefully you did it all the way through without stopping. Emily, for sure. Sure of it. Jamie, I'm sure you did amazing as well. Courtney, you did your best, which is awesome. Mark, I hope you were in here as well and crushed it. And all the other people that were watching or watching in the future. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Morning Midline. Enjoy your day. Beautiful peeps. Goodbye.